I can't stand this. This is not for the weak. And I've discovered it is not meant to be easy. Okay. I really despise the constant uplifting of all things bad. And it's like there is a strong sense of normalization towards anything that is confusing and is completely against scripture. So this is really making it more so like an uphill battle to actually live by the word and not the world. In 1 John 4:4, scripture says, greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. And this is just the reality of going against backward societal norms. I now realize that by making a intentional commitment to honoring the commandments, okay, and not allowing things to cause me to be weakened actually makes me stronger. And so by coming more so in alignment with being a woman of God, it's not really about the destination. It is not even about being perfect, because we're all going to fall short in some aspects. This is a lifelong decision. And we will never finish truly growing in the Most High on this side of heaven. But I can see the beautiful fruits of being committed to the word, being better than I was yesterday, and continuing to walk this faith walk, continuing to work towards being Christ-centered as a woman. Because being saturated in the word instead of the world is not only defining myself by God's standards, but surrounding myself by like-minded people. Even though it may be few and far in between, the point of it all is to stay strong in our faith despite what is deemed a cultural norm or what is trending. And oftentimes, when you begin to do this, you're realizing that you're being set apart. It is not to condemn you. It is not to isolate you per se, but it is to protect you. And so just know that if God has given this within you to make a choice to choose the word over the world, you're going to be edified in due time in a way in which is going to be so much more beneficial than you can imagine. So stay in tune with that, because I share this because I decided, although God has called me to share spiritual truths when it comes to the social media content, and anytime I have tried to stray away from that, something weird happens when it comes to, my platforms. And so I'm taking it as God is constantly, he's redirecting me. He's wanting me to stay the course and not to fall into alignment with what everybody else is doing. Yeah, it may look like they're winning, but God has a cultivated plan for your life. So trust whatever he's giving you, whatever he's compelling you to do. It is not to look like anybody else's journey. As a Christ-centered woman or man, if you're watching this, if you're Christ-centered, your path is going to look completely different from those that are of the world.